Hi, Josh Sanders with tidbits.com here. We're talking about dark mode in macOS Mojave. For the longest time, basically forever, macOS has had these light interface elements, the white menu bar or some variation of it, white clear dock, um, just a very bright kind of interface, just a lot of light going on here. And, if you tend to work in darker environments, or if you're like me and your eyes are more sensitive to light, that can really cause, literally cause headaches for you. So thankfully, Mojave introduces a true dark mode. Now macOS for a while has had a setting you could have dark menu bars and stuff like that, but it wasn't really a dark mode as we think of it. Like a lot of apps in iOS have. So Mojave has a true dark mode. I'm going to show you how you use it. Unfortunately, there isn't a like menu bar shortcut. There isn't a any kind of shortcut except you just got to go to Apple up here, System Preferences, or you can use Spotlight, of course. Go to General, and then click Dark. Now it's going to take a second for the transition. Oh, there we go. That went pretty quick. So you're going to notice that several changes just happened. The menu bar is dark, as is the dock, as is this window background here, and the bar up here. So, and also, and this is a neat little touch, the desktop wallpaper changed. Now, if you switch away from the default wallpaper, I always keep the default wallpapers. I don't have time to mess with wallpapers. You go to System Preferences, Desktop, and Screensaver. You can, of course, set that manually. You could override it, but it takes some of the fun away. So let's see what this looks like. So first I have Google Chrome here just to show you an example of an app that isn't built by Apple. Not every app is going to be totally compliant with this. Like you look up here, this is kind of dark, but it's transparent anyway. But nothing really changes. So some things are going to stick out. But now if I go to Safari, see I have all this this dark window stuff here. So that of course naturally Safari is going to work better with dark mode out of the gate. Hopefully Google updates Chrome as well, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Here's the new Mac App Store, which is very nice and looks delightful in either light mode or dark mode. There's just a blank desktop. Okay, here's the Photos app with dark mode, and for me this is a lot easier because now I can focus on the photos. I'm not getting blinded by the white background. It even works in messages. Here's a message I have open with Jeff Carlson here, and it's nice and dark. Works in Mail. So when you're composing a message, it can be totally black if you want that. Also Finder. Everything dark. And one of the things I like too is that there's different shades of dark. You have sort of a gray up here, and almost kind of blue color here in the sidebar, and then it looks to be pure black or close to it for the actual background here. So there is a lot of contrast still, even in the dark mode. Apple did a great job of thinking this out. This is the new Home app, and these use UIKit because they're basically just iOS apps that have been ported directly to the Mac from iOS. And so this is still light. It doesn't work quite right, but up here, the bar up here is kind of dark. Here's the new Stocks app, which of course works very well in dark mode. It's a very nice looking app. And then the new Voice Memos, which this stuff hasn't synced over yet. Oh, and News. So you get the dark bar over here. Of course, here the background of the content is going to remain the same. So there may be a setting we can turn on for tidbits that'll make this dark in dark mode. I don't know, but that just kind of gives you an idea. There are going to be some incongruities, but overall, if you're like me and your eyes are sensitive to light, this is a huge improvement. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe.